Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Cool Eagle back here in another video. Just want to come talk to you guys because boy, do we lie. I have a lot of breaking news in the NFL and NBA sports world. So again, like, subscribe, get this content out there in the algorithm. I love doing this with you guys. Hope you guys are really having a fantastic week. Um, I got a lot of high school graduations to attend, and again, shout out to all the college and high school graduates of 2023. But in other news, a lot of Eagles fans are going on about this DeAndre Hopkins rumor. The Arizona Cardinals, if you've been following the league, um, expectedly so, they have released DeAndre Hopkins. Originally, it was supposed to be a trade, but for just whatever reason, I didn't delve too much into it. They just released him. And again, if you've been following the league, this was expected because of his many off-field issues he's been having and injuries. Notably, last year he got suspended for like half the season for PEDs he got tested for. It's crazy shit. But um, now Eagles fans are trying to drive the narrative that we are aggressively pursuing a DeAndre Hopkins. And I'm here to tell you it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Stop it. Give it up. Because I'm going to tell you why. Because DeAndre Hopkins is going to want a long-term contract. He's going to want a long-term contract like Odell Beckham. He wants a long-term contract. He's not trying to do no 1 year, 10, 11, 12, $13 million prove it deals. He's not trying to do that. In a perfect world, DeAndre Hopkins would take whatever Howie Roseman offers him on the table. But that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And then you also have to consider this as well. There's only one football on the field. So that means you're taking catches away from A.J. Brown, who you're paying $100 million, Devontae Smith, who is a rhythm receiver. You need to get him in rhythm. And if you're taking catches away from him, that's a recipe for disaster. And you don't want that. You're better off keeping Quez Watkins or whoever you can find in free agency, or if these rookies beat him out in mini camp, training camp, preseason. So I hope y'all aren't taking that DeAndre Hopkins rumor seriously. It is a fantasy. In a perfect world, I would love to see DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert, but it's not going to happen. But I'm going to tell you what could possibly happen in the Eastern Conference Finals if the Miami Heat don't get it together. Dog, they let 2 games slip away, and now it's a pivotal must-win game 6 in Miami, because if you don't win it, you're going to have to go to a game 7 in Boston. And that's not, man, if you get a game 7 in Boston, you might as well just pack it up and go home. You might as well pack it up and go home. And again, I understand what's going on with the Miami Heat. They pretty much cooled down their shooting percentage from the 3 this postseason compared to what they had in the regular season. I want to show you guys this. So through the first 3 games of the series, the Miami Heat were shooting 50% from the 3. That's great for a team in the playoffs. If you get the Warriors or any other shooting team to get 50% from the arc, more times than not, they're going to win that game. But now they've cooled down to their season low of 34.4%. Now, I'm a fan of the law of averages, but not when it comes to bettors and NBA Miami Heat fans who, for the life of them, do not want to be on the court or a viewer of the biggest flameout in NBA postseason history. You had a 3-0 lead, and now you're potentially about to lose it. Because in game 6, the Celtics are a 3-point favorite. And it's probably going to move a little farther than that. as we get closer to this game tomorrow at 7:30 Central Standard Time, I will definitely be in attendance for that game because if the NBA agenda is to take this a different direction for profitability reasons, Denver and Boston, the Miami Heat might as well just pack it up. And it also depends on who's going to be refereeing this game. I haven't even looked into who's going to be refereeing this game. Because if it's somebody like Scott Foster, again, the Heat might as well just pack it up and go home. And the slump that the Miami Heat find themselves in, and the Boston Celtics are just flipping the script. Now they're shooting over 45% from the three. They're getting whatever shot they want. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White, Al Horford. You had more than 4 guys score over 15 points last game. That is a recipe for disaster. And again, I know a lot of y'all are thinking about the Celtics are a more talented team if you look at the roster. They have more all-stars. They have a better bench. Now, the coach and the ownership are where you can be like, oh, okay. Because the Miami Heat culture, we know what Eric Spoelstra represents. We know what Pat Riley represents. We know what that Miami organization has represented for years, ever since the days of Shaq, D. Wade, the days of Penny Hardaway. I'm sorry. I think, no. Yeah, Penny Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning. But with the Celtics, it's always been more of a mental thing because you got Jason Tatum, who will take quarters off, namely the fourth quarter, and impacts his team winning percentage. Because you have all-stars. Like you have a defensive player of the year. Recently, defensive player of the year, Marcus Smart. So they're more talented than the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat just have to get back to shooting better from the arc. And this goes back to their need for Caleb Martin. Because Kyle Lowry is not going to get it done. Kyle Lowry is too old. He is not Toronto Kyle Lowry no more. This man was grabbing his shooting hand on the sideline, and Lord knows how long it'll be before it'll be some phantom hamstring or groin injury that just takes him out the game. So now you're out. So now you're without Victor Oladipo, Tyler Hero, and potentially Caleb Martin, like depending on how they evaluate his ankle close to this game. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think in the comments on that, because this is scary. Because as y'all know, I was one of the first ones to say it was going to be Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat in the finals. I was one of the first to say it. No, like nobody else was talking about it. Now that it's looking like it's about to happen, I don't know about now because the Miami Heat are just, man. But I got the Heat winning Game 6. I'm going to ride with Skip Bayless, on one of these few times, say Heat in 6. Because they have to win. Like, they just have to win. They have no choice. They have no choice but to win. So, all in all, it's still going to be a good game tomorrow. Now, what's really driving me crazy now is these LeBron narratives they're throwing out now. His retirement story, his retirement rumor overshadowed the victory of the Denver Nuggets. And now we come to find out that he's not retiring. He's going into year 21. So what was all that shit for? Now, like people are going to forget how good the Denver Nuggets truly are in this Western Conference. They easily dispatched of the Lakers. Now, I'm not going to say it was completely easy in certain spurts because the Nuggets did struggle in quarters against the Lakers, but when you got Nikola Jokic making those passes that he has, and Jamal Murray doing what he's doing, and you got Michael Porter Jr., KCP, Brees Brown coming along. Like they're a dangerous squad, and now that's been overshadowed because of LeBron's retirement. And now they've gone so far to say that he's been playing with a hurt foot for longer than the postseason has been active. They're literally making excuses for LeBron James, even though they brag about his stat line in the first half of game 4 that he lost 31 points in the first half, but in the second half, he was pretty much non-existent. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Shit. I don't know, man. These Celtics fanboys like Shannon Sharpe need to be stopped. And we're going to talk more about Shannon Sharpe in the video I got coming up tomorrow because he's been mad disrespectful to actual NBA players who played this game, something that he didn't do. So now you got former football players disrespecting basketball players. Like, what sense does that make? You're going to invalidate number 1 draft picks and people who have been in the NBA, played in the NBA, because you want to windmill and shuck and jive for LeBron James? That's crazy to me. That should be crazy to anybody. And anybody who's watching this, even if you're a fan of LeBron James, you got to call it down the middle. He lost. He lost. He was the reason the Lakers lost at least 2 of those games because of his horrible shooting 3 percentage. Horrible. And I know he had an outlier in game 4, but look at games 1, 2, and 3. Terrible. And now you got the media making excuses for this man. And we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Okay? It's all about the Denver Nuggets and whoever comes out the Eastern Conference Finals. And again, I got Heat in 2. I don't know what y'all got. Y'all can leave y'all's thoughts in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, get this content out there. I'm about to stab out of here, really, because, again, I got things to do. But I hope y'all enjoyed this live, man. Again, like, share your thoughts in the comments. Again, love doing this with you guys, and we got more content coming on the way. But other than that, Cool Eagle out, man.